It was my birthday this month, so my brother gifted me with the most thoughtful present. He's only gone and got me the Ninja CREAMi I've always wanted. So I love a good smoothie and I love a good smoothie bowl, so I've always wanted one of these to make them in. But apparently this appliance is more commonly used to make ice cream, so I'm going to give that a go. My brother requested mango ice cream. It's mango season, so getting my hands on a good Pakistani mango will not be a problem. My sister-in-law requested Bueno ice cream, so I'm going to make that for her. I have been handpicking some blackberries lately from a walking path near where I live. So I will be making some black forest cheesecake ice cream for my mom. My niece loves the berries too, so I'm sure she will be really happy having some berries ice cream. So the ice creams I'm making for my family. For myself, I'm going to go for a more healthy option. I'm going to make use of the berries that I pick, so I'm going to make a berry sorbet and also a blackberry smoothie bowl. I know I will have plenty of ingredients left over from the mango ice cream, so I'm going to make some mango lassi. I've never seen anybody make mango lassi in this appliance before, so I'm going to experiment with it and see how it turns out. Now that I have got this thing out of the brown box, I'm going to go through some of its features. First of all, this ice cream maker gives us the option to add our own mix-ins. For example, I'll be adding some fresh mangoes to the mango ice cream. I'll also be adding some Bueno chocolate chunks to the Bueno ice cream. So we have an option to be as healthy and as unhealthy as we like. We can make desserts that are indulgent, low sugar, keto, dairy-free or vegan. The most common things to make are ice cream, sorbets, milkshakes and smoothie bowls. Not just that, this machine is so easy to use and you can make the most delicious creamy ice cream in just 3 steps. All you have to do is fill the jar, freeze it and then process it. Now let's have a look at what else this thing can do. There are a bunch of things included in this box which I'll show you in just a sec. One of the most beneficial features of this appliance is its texture perfection. I must say I was really surprised that ice cream was not icy or lumpy. And we are not finished. This device comes with 7 preset programs which we will look at later. It also comes with 3 dessert cups, so you can make 3 desserts at once. It's finally time to take this thing out of the box. So the first thing I saw was the envelope. I think this had the recipe book in it. Next up we have the 3 dessert cups. Three desserts at one time is just not enough, so I decided to buy 4 more. I'm going to quickly show you what this appliance looks like while it's switched on. So I plugged it in and pressed the power on button. On the face of the device I can see the 7 presets. And here is a quick look at my dessert cups linked below. And now it's finally time to fill up our dessert cups. So filling the jar is step 1 of the 3-step process. So I'm going to start with the black forest cheesecake ice cream recipe. So the first thing I did was added 3 tablespoons of cream cheese and then I microwaved that for 10 seconds. I then added some sugar and some vanilla and gave that a good mix. I'm now going in with some double cream. And that's all the ingredients we need. I'm going to pour that into the dessert cup. Moving on, I'm now going to prepare the mango ice cream. I've added some cream cheese. And again, I'm going to soften that in the microwave for 10 seconds. I'm now going to add some sugar and some mango pulp and give that a good mix. I've just added a little bit of double cream. And that's all we need. On to the next one. And for the Bueno ice cream, I've softened up some cream cheese again. I'm going to add some sugar and give that a good mix before adding some cocoa powder. Sifting the cocoa powder is highly recommended. I'm just going to give that a really good mix before adding some double cream. And that's another ice cream cup prepared. Moving on, I'm now going to make my smoothie bowl, so I'm going to add some berries into the jar. I'm going to add some natural yogurt. I'm going to add a little bit of milk and give that a good mix. You can add a tablespoon of sugar to make it more sweeter, but I'm going to miss that out. I'm now going to prepare the sorbet cup. Now I'm going to put nothing in here but blackberries. I'm going to make sure I push all them berries down with the back of a glass. I'm now going to experiment with my leftover mango ice cream ingredients. So first of all, I'm going to add some mango pulp in each jar. I'm now going to add some natural yogurt. I'm going to add a splash of milk and some sugar. I'm going to give that a good mix. Now all of my dessert cups are ready. We are now on step 2 of the 3-step process, which is to freeze the dessert cups for 24 hours. It's important the cups are straight. Processing uneven ingredients will damage your paddle. So I advise putting the dessert cups on a tray to keep all the ingredients level. I'm now going to put this tray into the freezer for 24 hours. So we are now on step 3 of the 3-step process. All we have to do now is process the dessert cups. For all of the ice creams, I'm going to press the on button followed by the ice cream button. There are 4 flashing lights at the front of this machine which shows us the progress. When the 4th flashing light stops flashing, this means the machine has finished processing. The processing time takes about 2.5 minutes maximum. I'm just going to show you what the texture looks like. I'm now going to mix in my berries. I've made a well in the middle of the ice cream for the berries. I'm going to add some crushed up biscuits of my choice. I'm going to stick that back on the machine and then I'm going to press the on button followed by the mixins button. And again, I'm going to wait for all of them lights to finish flashing. The mixing setting just takes around 1 minute. And in just a few minutes, the Black Forest cheesecake ice cream is ready to be served. I'm going to repeat this whole process for the Bueno ice cream and the mango ice cream. I'm going to process the sorbet now, so I'm just going to stick that in the machine and press the sorbet option. The texture wasn't quite how it should be, so I had to respin that using the respin option. After using the sorbet option and the respin option, I've got the perfect consistency for this sorbet. I'm going to move on to making my smoothie bowl. So for a smoothie bowl, I had to respin it twice, and that's because it wasn't as smooth as I like it. So I used the smoothie bowl preset for this one. And to finish it off, I added all of my favourite nuts and fruit and a drizzle of honey. Last but not least, this is purely an experiment. I'm hoping to achieve a mango lassi, so I'm going to process that with the milkshake option. This is another one I had to respin. Once I process both jars, I'm going to transfer them into a large jug. I put these in the fridge to completely defrost. My experiment worked perfectly. The day after, it was all defrosted and it had a thick and creamy consistency, just like a mango lassi.